me!
Peck, a sort of woodpecker from Timbuctoo, by Roger Hargreaves. Peck was a sort of woodpecker, a Timbuctoo woodpecker. He lived in Redwood Cottage in Timbuctoo. As you know, woodpeckers are known for their pointy bills, so they can tap holes in trees. Peck, on the other hand, doesn't use his bill for pecking holes in trees. He pecks holes in anything, really. And why does he do this? Because he's the silliest woodpecker ever. Now this story is all about when Peck came up with a silly idea in the bleak of midwinter. All of his feathered friends, such as Chirp, Flock, Clatter and Squawk, just to name a few, were flying south. "Hey, where are you all going?" asked Peck. "It's getting cold here in Timbuctoo," replied Chirp, who was a sort of bird. "All birds here must fly south for the winter."
"And they already live in a warm place anyway,"
added Flock, a sort of flamingo. "It's me," put in Clatter, who was a sort of toucan. "Come and fly south with us, Peck."
I ain't got no fear," replied Peck. "It's a lovely day today, so I'm going to go out for a swim."
And he took a dive off of his diving board. But then the temperatures plummeted, and it began to snow, and Peck's swimming pool froze over. Peck landed on it beak first, and it looked all crooked.
"Huh? How did that happen?"
he thought, and went inside. He looked at the barometer, and it said, "Yup, definitely cold."
"Oh!"
thought Peck, shrugging his shoulders, and walked over to his kitchen to make his lunch. But there was nothing in his cupboards. And there was nothing in his fridge, or his pantry either.
"Oh, great,"
he said in disbelief.
"Whatever am I going to do? I am a silly woodpecker. Oh."
And a very hungry one, too. I saw everything,"
said a voice. It was the Timbuctoo wizard.
"Oh, hi there, Timbuctoo wizard,"
greeted Peck.
"What brings you here?"
"Well, let's just say I saw you about to take a swim in your pool until it froze over,"
began the wizard.
"and I couldn't help but notice your empty cupboards."
Peck felt more silly than he could ever imagine.
"Well,
he faltered, putting his arms behind his back and tapping his talon gently.
I guess I did go overboard over the holidays. Ooh."
Then he said to the wizard,
"Think you can help me?"
The Timbuctoo wizard pondered over this, and waved his wand and made a bunch of odds and ends appear out of nowhere.
"Try making something out of this lot,"
he suggested.
"I'm sure you'll get something out of it."
And he disappeared. Peck looked at the odds and ends and then set to work. When he was done with it, he took it outside. Want to know what it was? It was a bathtub on stilts, with tank treads, with some kind of shovel attached to it. And he took it for a test drive, and he loved it. At first, nobody liked it. "Ha! That's a funny-looking vehicle! Ha ha!" laughed Laugh, a sort of hyena.
"Well, goodness gracious me!"
gasped Whoop, a sort of zebra.
"What an extraordinary vehicle!"
"Surely he doesn't mean to drive around in that thing all day, does he? Scoffed Blubber, a sort of walrus.
"I don't know.
Thought Hum, a sort of hummingbird.
I think it's interesting."
Peck then arrived at the big supermarket and bought tons of food. And even the most bizarre things, like an odd pair of socks, an inside-out bathrobe, and one plastic spoon.
You'll never know when you'll need them.
He said to no one in particular, and paid for them all. When he loaded his bathtub on stilts with tank treads and shovel thing in front and drove home, he noticed his friend stuck in the snow.
Harumph!
Spluttered Blubber. Snow is silly soft stuff. Oh, it won't stop us. I should know, I got layers of blubber on me. It was then that they heard the chug 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 of a bathtub on stilts.
Hey there, called Peck. Fancy a ride home, anyone?
Laugh, Whoop, Blubber and Hum wasted no time in climbing aboard the mobile bath on stilts and tank treads, and Peck took them home. The shovel thing completely dug the snow away.
Well, I was wrong about your car, Peck,
said Laugh.
I love it.
And so do we, agreed the others. That following evening, Peck was at home having his dinner and thinking about what a funny day it had been.
Maybe I should go into the ploughing business,
he said. It was then that he heard another knock on the door. It was Meow, who was a sort of cat.
Good evening, Peck, he said. Your good friends have told me about your marvellous new bathtub vehicle. Yes, indeedy, replied Peck,
and he told Meow all about it. Meow was very impressed.
In fact,
added Peck,
there's no business like snow business. I